Today, we are going to be looking at an Am I the A-hole that is very pertinent to the fact that this is a child-free page. There are a lot of people out there that want access to the energy, the lifestyle, and livelihood that comes with being a child-free person, and so they lie. And sometimes those people can lie for so much time. And what do you do when you are in that kind of situation? And this person found out because they were married to a liar. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband that if he fights for custody of his kids, I will divorce him? Now, that sounds like a lot, but let's dive in. And I think that let's just dive in. Also, hi, my name is Shayna. This is clearly a child-free page. I also talk a lot about decentering men, and I'm a journalist. So I rant about all the things that my editors don't want me to write about for these publications. So if any of that sounds interesting, please like, share, subscribe. And now let's dive in. I, 27F, am vehemently child-free. I am sterilized and have no intention of having or caring for any child. I married my husband, 33M, last year and did not know he had any children until 5 days ago. Yikes. I travel for work for myself, and have amazing pay for very few active working hours. I am a honeymoon planner, owning my own business. That sounds like a vibe. We have a joint account for bills and our own separate accounts for savings and fun money. My husband sat me down 5 days ago and told me that he hadn't been completely honest with me. Men. And revealed he has 2 children, a 5-year-old male and a 7-year-old female. He pays regular child support. However, it dips into his fun money, and he wants to be able to have fun like I am, so he would fight for 50-50 custody. Clearly, this man is not too bright. This man is not too bright. She married an idiot. She just didn't know it. I was furious. He had lied to me and was even more angry when he told me he wanted 50-50. He works 12 to 16-hour shifts as a nurse, and that would mean I would have to take care of the children when I'm not working or are working from home, which she clearly did not sign up for. I told him if he fights for custody, I will leave him. We have a prenup, smart. We have a prenup, so a divorce will be rather simple. I get 100% of my business, all of my savings and fun money, and the house as I inherited it from my grandmother. Always, if you don't make a prenup, everybody already has a prenup. The moment that you decide to get married legally, you already have a prenup, but you either get to make one for yourself or the government gives you a prenup. Thinking ahead. Let's continue. He called me an a-hole. Oh my God, man. He called me an a-hole and told me I should step up so that he can have more money in his savings and for fun. And because the kids won't be much hassle due to their ages, so am I the a-hole for telling him I will divorce him if he goes through with filing for custody? I will attach the link to this below. Obviously, this person is not the a-hole. They have been lied to from day one. This person wants them to work. Parenthood is work. Oh my God. Jeez, it is giving drizzle. Just a sad, lonely, gray day in some nasty part of Seattle. Now, before we get into the update, which it's gonna make everybody smile. It's gonna make everybody that thinks fully with their frontal lobes just so pleased in the heart. Oh my God, this is such an unfortunate situation, but this person made all of the correct steps. She did all of the right things so that way she could get out as painlessly as possible. This man clearly has the character of a ball of sludge on several levels. 1, he has lied to this woman from day one. 2, he has essentially abandoned his children. He will not claim them in his own household until a few days ago, prior to this, and he's only claiming them because he wants more money. He's also an idiot because if you have 50-50 custody, it's going to be more expensive on your part. Like child support. I don't know how much this man is paying in child support, but it's always going to be more expensive to have the child in the home because you are taking care of all of their immediate needs. He's an idiot. He's selfish. He's a terrible father, clearly a terrible person. And he is wanting his wife to do free labor for the children that she never said that she wanted. And this is one of the reasons why I put decentering men and being child-free under the same umbrella, because if she had not decentered men from her life, you could be married to a man and still decenter men. You could date a man. You could be in love with a man and still decenter men, right? Talk a whole lot about that in other videos. But with this, if she had not done this obvious work on herself, right, it would be, oh my gosh, but you know what? Maybe I do love him. Maybe I can make his life even easier. Maybe I'll just take care of these children that I made so clear in my words and in my deeds and what I've done for myself and within my body. Maybe I can, well, I do love him and I really don't want to be single. So I can make it work. I can make it work. You see how that just don't make sense? You see how the thought of that should make you nauseous? You can love somebody and have a plan. You can love somebody and still be smart, right? Now let's dive into the update. Thank you all so much for helping me with the situation. I knew his lies were enough of a reason for divorce, and I'm proud to announce soon to be ex. I just don't know if divorcing him with kids in the I just didn't know if divorcing him with kids in the mix would make me an a-hole, especially because he works so much. Not your problem. Not your problem. He was a dad before you, he'll be a dad after you. Is what it is. Is what it is. He has since vacated my house. I've spoken to my lawyer and I'm filing for an annulment. I can because he married me in an act of fraud. The AMA protects me as it was a fraudulent marriage. Thank you all once again. So if anybody happens to be in a similar situation, I don't know if this varies from state to state. I don't know if this varies from country to country. But if you happen to marry somebody and they lie to you in a fundamental kind of way, like saying they don't, like saying they don't have children that they clearly have. Right? If somebody lies to you, it seems like annulments are on the table. I also did a little looking on Forbes, and they have a guide called How to Get an Annulment in 2024 guide. So here's one of the criteria for how to get an annulment. One, make sure you have grounds for an annulment. An annulment is possible if there is a specific reason why your marriage was never legally valid. The reason for voiding your marriage is the grounds of annulment. These vary depending on where you live, but some common grounds for annulment include the following. One, fraud. Now, once again, I'm happy that they said up here, it does depend on where you live. I am assuming that there are certain conservative states that have stricter definitions or grounds for annulment, but I mean, fraud is up there. So homegirl was definitely, one spouse entered into the marriage under false pretenses and the other spouse relied on the fraud when deciding whether to get married. He said he didn't have children. She said, cool beans. I don't want kids either. Fraud. But also within this realm, she also has another ground. Concealment. One or both spouses concealed important facts, such as an addiction to substances or a severe mental health issue or a sexually transmitted disease, or lying about the fact that they have children. He definitely concealed, did not let it show. But now she knows, so she let him go. It always makes me happy when an am I the a-hole turns out for the best, you know? When the villain is defeated and the victor shines through, you know, it always makes me feel better generally. So if this made you feel better, also please like, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff. And I am going to put an email down below. If you want to just like send me anything that you'd like me to read, want my thoughts on that I could share on here, send it to the email below. And yeah, I think that's all for now. All right, bye.